Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into YETI Holdings' latest proxy statement, and let me tell you, there's more than just coolers and drinkware in this report. We'll uncap some interesting details that might make you raise an eyebrow or two, especially when it comes to who's getting paid what. This document gives shareholders the details on important decisions. Think of it as a roadmap for the company's future, filled with votes on directors, executive pay, and who's keeping the books. It's basically corporate housekeeping, but with potential for some juicy insights. First off, the letter to stockholders tells us the annual meeting will be held virtually on May 1st. No physical meeting. You have to go online and use a special code to participate. They say it's to save natural resources by sending the proxy information online. One of the key items to vote on is the election of 3 Class I directors. These folks will serve until YETI's 2028 meeting. The board is recommending you vote for all their choices. Directors are important. These are the people who are in charge of making the big decisions. Let's take a quick peek at one of the nominees, Elizabeth Axelrod. She was Global Head of Employee Experience at Airbnb and has a lot of experience in human resources. So she was selected to serve because of her talent and understanding of global e-commerce. Then there are the directors continuing in office. Dustin McCoy is one. He used to be the chairman and CEO of Brunswick Corporation, a big name in recreation products. The board also wants to assure everyone that most of their directors are independent. That means they don't have any major conflicts of interest. 7 out of 8 are considered independent, which the board believes is a good thing. Committees also get a shout out. The audit committee keeps an eye on the company's finances and makes sure everything is on the up and up. It is made up of only independent directors. The compensation committee decides how much the executives get paid and how much the directors get paid. A key role, as the CEO doesn't decide on his own paycheck. There is also a nominating and governance committee. They find people to nominate and propose to be part of the board of directors. Now let's talk about how much the non-employee directors make. They get $75,000 a year just for being on the board. The chair gets an extra $115,000 and committee chairs get even more. Plus they get stock options. They also get a product discount. I guess they want them to use the YETI products. For example, in 2024, Robert Shearer made almost $350,000 between fees and stock awards. Not bad for attending a few meetings. Of course, we have to talk about executive pay. Shareholders get a non-binding vote on whether they approve of how much the top executives are making. It's called a say-on-pay vote. This is the interesting part. The highest paid executives are listed, including the president, the chief financial officer, and the chief legal officer. In 2024, YETI's adjusted net sales increased 9% and adjusted operating income increased 18%. This resulted in a short-term incentive plan payout at 108.4% of target I. They are doing better. More money is a good start, and it's important to consider this. The company claims that they link a significant portion of pay to business performance and maintain double trigger changing control provisions. They also say they don't allow hedging or pledging of YETI as securities by employees or directors. YETI compares itself to similar companies to figure out how much to pay its executives. These companies include Canada Goose, Columbia Sportswear, and Crocs. The CEO, Matthew Rainchess, made a base salary of $25,000. It is important to note that only his salary is over $1 million. Plus, he can get a bonus of 150% of his salary. The other executives have lower targets, but they can still make a lot. It is also worth checking to see the executives are actually performing. A large part of the short-term incentives are based on hitting adjusted operating income numbers. To get 100% bonus payout, YETI need to make $300 payout. YETI need to make $300, $30 million to make $30. Executives also get long-term incentives, mostly in the form of performance-based restricted stock units. These vest after 3 years and are tied to how well the company performs. The board is aware that the compensation over $1 million might not be deductible, but the committee has the flexibility to take any compensation-related actions that it determines are in the best interests of YETI and our stockholders. Now let's check a financial table. The president and chief executive officer made over $7.8 million, while that is a large number. That also means that someone on the board authorized that kind of paycheck. The executives are making bank, but are they worth it? Moving on, the company wants you to approve the appointment of PricewaterhouseCoopers as their independent accounting firm. PricewaterhouseCoopers fees for 2024 were over $2 million. The Audit Committee believes the services provided by PricewaterhouseCoopers are consistent with the SEC's rules on auditor independence. Finally, let's look at who owns the most stock. BlackRock Inc. owns almost 11% of the company. The CEO, Matthew Rentjes, owns less than 1%. Recently, YETI has agreed with investors for 2 new appointments to the board. Our board will consist of 10 directors with 3 directors in Class I, 4 directors in Class 2, and 3 directors in Class 3. Tom, so what is my opinion on this? YETI seems to be doing okay financially. Sales are up. However, it depends on if you think the executives are getting paid too much and the board thinks the performance is good enough to meet their goals. YETI seems to be doing what the board thinks is right for the company and are making moves that might be beneficial to shareholders. There is always risks, but what company doesn't have risks? And are these the right people to be at the top? That's for you to decide. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. See you next time.